You need to go from this high intensity place of no, complete no to everything, or complete yes to everything, I don't even care, to like bringing it in a little bit so that's a little bit of a healthier kind of flow. Hi Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. If it is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. And thank you so much for your patience and your continued support as I slowly get these videos out. I keep thinking I find that magic combination of my life is going to be so balanced, and you know, this plane of existence just doesn't work that way, and this body has been blessed with the ADHD, so, and an autoimmune disease and some other things that we're not going to get into because we're trying not to focus on that. So thank you for your support. It's just me editing and doing everything, and I have to have a job to pay the bills, so I promise I will get them out. When you get them though, it's probably the messages you need at that time, even though I structure them for the astrology seasons. It's all just a construct for us humans to make sense of the world. So I hope that something resonates with you and their general reading. So if it doesn't, that's okay. Just leave it there for somebody else. You can also watch, oh my gosh, Capricorn, every time, so much resistance. That was not my badge of I swear. Make sure you go watch the Emperor card reading for all signs. It's the general energy reading for the Aries season. You can now watch the new moon in Aries reading for all signs. And you can also watch the tarot scopes for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. There should be calculators listed below. Let's see what Aries season has in store for you. I think I want to stop there. I got the feeling to take that one off there, and then to cut the deck. Ooh, we're getting them coming out here. That was a good sign. Okay. First card is always the general energy lesson awareness that this season is bringing to you. The Fool. I love the Fool. The Fool in reverse. The Fool is one of my all-time favorite cards. The Fool really represents all of us. It is the intrepid sojourner. The Fool, I feel like, is very non-binary. It encompasses just you on the journey, and the major arcana represents the journey that the Fool takes. So we are all on the Fool's journey. Now, when the Fool comes up in reverse, it means a few things. One is you're not being present enough. That was kind of the first thing I heard. And two, it's like, okay, I shouldn't list them off because there's a couple of messages coming up. You're probably not being present enough. You need to recognize that you are on your journey and you're probably right where you're supposed to be, even if it's frustrating, even if you don't like it, even if it's mundane. And the overall message of the Fool is really that it's like the journey and not the destination. And so it's almost like you are feeling stalled because you are becoming so focused on the destination. It's like you don't feel like you're moving any forward, but part of that is because you think, well, I'm going to feel better when I get to this point. And yes, there are certain things that we need to accomplish in life to feel better, to support ourselves better. You know, we're always evolving, always trying to move forward, trying to elevate our lives. But for you, Capricorn can get so focused, almost like hyper-focused, attached to these outcomes that you want, that you can miss kind of the journey on the way to that. or you can miss, it can be this like blinders feeling, almost like a Four of Cups feeling, where you're just so focused on this one thing that you think is like the answer to all of your problems, that you miss the other gifts, you miss these other cool things that are trying to come to you, that could enhance your journey of getting there and therefore enhance the outcome. But when you get too focused on that outcome, you get there and you have this like really shallow feeling of all, where it's like, I see you getting there, and then you kind of sitting there and be like, I don't feel much different. I do not feel better than I thought. That I do not feel as good as I thought I would. That I don't feel the accomplishment that I thought I would. Weird. Why do I still feel empty? Why does it still feel like it's a struggle? Well, let's find out. Next card. Why? Ooh, you. The Devil. The Devil is Capricorn. The Devil is Capricorn card in the tarot. You. You're getting in your own way. You're getting in your own way, Capricorn. I'm sorry. You're your worst. Oh, you are your own worst enemy. And it's this attachment piece. The Devil also comes with this unhealthy attachment energy. And that is the attachment of your goals, of the outcome of your, of the dream life. And while there are certain things there will be, if you did just get to where you wanted to go, you'd feel a little bit of something, but it wouldn't feel as good as if you were enjoying the journey on the way. As if it's very much like keeping you in the dark, which is what came up for Taurus. So if you have Taurus in your chart, go watch Taurus. It could just be like kind of an earth sign thing, is shining light on the earth signs this season of how you're getting in your own way. And specifically for you, Capricorn, it is the attachment. It is so strong that I'm having a hard time focusing on anything else, because I can feel this strong, like, that's what I have to get. This is what I have to get right here. And it's all gonna fix it. But what if I told you that one thing is not gonna fix everything? It might help, ease some things. It might feel a little better, but you need to be recognizing where you're like weighing. I heard weighing, like how much weight are you putting into it? Are you actually being practical about it? It's almost like you've become a little obsessive, and then it's making you not even be practical about it, where it's like, nope, that's the thing that's gonna fix it all. And everyone's like, are you sure? I mean, it will probably help with a couple other things, but like, it's not gonna fix everything. And I think that really is gonna show you, emotionally, like, do you want to heed this now, or do you, like, I feel like a lot of time Capricorn videos are the least that are watched, because you guys really have to learn for yourself. It's really hard for you to just take somebody's word for it, that this is, like, this is not, it's gonna work out. And you're like, yeah, we'll see. You will see either way. So it just depends on how you want to see it and when you want to see it. Are you going to take control of the situation and learn and decide to see it sooner without having to go through the steps of learning it, you know, first person directly? Or are you going to choose to just let it ride and see how the universe like teaches you the lesson? I recommend the former. I recommend the first option. That one's usually a lot easier than letting the universe decide for us, okay? Because I don't want to also deter you from, it's not about deterring you from reaching your goal. It's about being aware of all the aspects of it, and it's that it may not be as black and white as you think it is. And I want you to be very purposeful in the actions you are making towards that goal, or the actions you're not making. Because it does feel like too that you could end up thinking that you're sacrificing something that's worth it. That's like, the sacrifice is like part of the investment, you know? It's like how we have to kind of, when we're investing in things or ourselves or our time, we got other things going on, we have to like say no to fun things. There's a part of it for you though where I feel like you need the fun things. Like, saying no to the fun things is part of the thing that's holding you back. Like, you need like a release. You need the release. You just do. My Capricorn partner got a great release. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? His band finally got to play a show, which was really fun at one of our favorite small venues. And during the headliner, he was up in the pit and at one point had the lead singer of the band on his shoulders, and it was really fun for the rest of us adults. We're in our 30s. It was fun for the few of us who were not in the pit to stand back and watch him enjoy himself. I was tickled. I was like, yes, get it all out. Just, you need a release. Just get it all out. Okay. Let's look at this last one, which is the why, right? Yeah. This might've been a why also. This is kind of like, why is this happening though too? It's the deeper meaning. If it's another why, because I can't remember if they said it was why or how, it's a deeper, like the deeper meaning of all of this. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of that, it's you trying to reach a balance. I say balance very lightly, because the basic black and white view of balance is, I feel like, is a like perfectionism trope, and it's very hard to attain. But this is about making sure that you are not giving, or you are not giving more than you're taking, or you're not allowing people to take more from you than you are giving. It's weird because there's this piece of you being kind of stuck in this place, and being rigid about it, where it's like you need to loosen up in that instance. But then all of a sudden there's this deeper piece of, again, it's like you needing to be more purposeful. That I think this is where this purposeful piece comes in, because then it's like you're either really restrictive with yourself, or you're just like, whatever, sure, I'll do whatever you want, sort of thing. Instead of being, what's the word, discerning about how and why and when you're saying like yes, no to certain things, okay? It's reminds me of one of my favorite therapists. It was this concept of being a tight ass or a shit ass. like you're really restrictive, or you're just like no boundaries, no restrictions whatsoever. And it's about you trying to find more of like a middle ground, and recognizing too that it's not like you're just going to find the middle and that's where you're going to stay. It's like finding a better spectrum of that, where, you know, and it could go, you know, up and down along this spectrum and around along this spectrum, but recognizing where it's like you need to go from this high intensity place of no, complete no to everything, or complete yes to everything, I don't even care, to like bringing it in a little bit so that's a little bit of a healthier kind of flow of how you're expelling. I almost said expressing, but then I heard expelling your energy, how you're giving it away, how you're keeping it to yourself. Okay. And at the core of this, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. A lot for the earth signs, this a lot of karmic stuff happening, and very much the getting what you give theories, remembering that what you put out there is what you get back, and it's weird. It is feeling like it is like stable chaos. How do I describe that feeling? It's kind of like the old carnival ride, the gravity ride, where you would get in that big circle and it would like spin around, and the centrifugal force would put you up against the wall, and you could like get really high and you could turn around. Some people couldn't even move, and it's like terrifying and really fun. And if you grew up in the 80s or 90s, I'm sure you've experienced it, and I haven't seen one of those in a very long time because they're probably dangerous. And I feel like I saw one on a show recently though. I wonder if they still have those. But it's like this thing where it's like, okay, the machine's stable and the concept is stable because it's just science and gravity. But there's this level of chaos on the inside of just like, everyone's still on the inside like, I can't move. You know? Yeah, so that's like the feeling this is giving me. And I don't know, and for some reason there's nothing else coming up for that. It's just like almost like validating that if that's how you've been feeling, then that's totally fair. This is not like an easy lesson to learn. This is kind of one of those lessons you learn over and over again, and it just gets a little easier and a little better each time. Especially with this Wheel of Fortune coming up, it's like cyclical. Like this is just the other cycle. So it's also like it's just another temporary cycle of feeling in this stuck place, but you're gonna, like, the wheel's gonna kick forward again, and you're gonna start getting traction again. Okay. Energy Oracle card by Sandra Ann Taylor. If you want to go deeper with this, please let me know. My links are attached. Ooh, 2. Okay. 33, Door to Romance. Interesting. Door to Romance. And 27 in reverse, Walking Away. Huh. Okay. Door to Romance, Walking Away. Lots of new cards today. Door to romance, new beginnings in love. Oh, hey. Whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in, this door with a heart opens into a new beginning in your experience. A new love may be arriving, or you are being brought together by a strong, resonant connection. Or this is like it said, if you're attached, if you are, you know, not single with somebody, it's like a deepening. That's what the visual I got was, like a deepening the connection, which I think it's good for you, Capricorn. I could see you would be resistant. It's good for you. I think that's why so many Capricorns are with Scorpios, because we can like get you deep in there. This may be a call from a past life, or it may be a new tenderness about to bloom into heartfelt affection. This relationship already exists in energetic potential. So when this card appears in your spread, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-love energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door. Are you? Oh my God, I hate it. I just heard Love is an Open Door from Frozen. I'm not even a big fan of Frozen, and I love Disney musicals. Frozen's not really my jam, and I still heard Love is an Open Door. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open the door. Are you? This really too feels like if you're the being present more is going to kind of naturally, being present more opens the love door. Now we're rhyming. That it's just going to kind of open you up more, especially if you're already with somebody, if you've been with somebody for a long time. Let it open you up. Let it open you up. I know a lot of Capricorns with water signs because we're here to open you up. Affirmation. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. So hopefully you're not doing like some self-punishing thing because you are trying to get to these goals and it feels like you're not getting to them. So then I feel like you're then thinking you're a failure and devaluing yourself, and that's not what it's about. Okay? Again, getting what you're giving. There's like this karmic circle you need to be aware of. Love is an open door. It's the worst. I'm sorry if you're a Frozen fan. It's probably because I don't have children. Okay. I thought I had something else come up, but now it's not coming forward. So we'll move on to this next card. Actually, what was I reading? Okay. 27, walking away, letting go, moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. Walking into the misty, unknown future. Maybe that's part of why you're stalled also, because the future's not clear. And so it's like holding you back, but it's like, come on, take the chance. It's going to be good. This card reversed signals that you may be feeling very stuck. Hello. In some situation, some present situation or location. There may be a job or a relationship that no longer resonates with you. So, hey, if the relationship doesn't resonate with you, there's one around the corner. Yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces. This is also can pertain to when it says like habits, it's like habits of thinking, this attachment piece. This is a habit that you're having, getting attached to these goals, putting all your eggs in that basket. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces. often causing people to ignore their intuition and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all of the factors in the present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations, however. Fear-based decisions don't often work out in your highest interests. You also may be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have the option and the responsibility to let go of any thought or behavior that no longer honors you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move toward greater happiness. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move toward greater happiness. The affirmation: it is safe and comfortable for me to move on. I consider all options and then take action on my own behalf. Hello. Repeat after me. It is safe and comfortable for me to move on. It is safe and comfortable for me to move forward. I consider all my options. I remain open to spirit and then take action on my own behalf. Aligned action. That's the moneymaker. That's where the good juice is. Oh my gosh, this has gone way longer than I thought it would. I hope you got all the messages you needed. Please let me know what resonated with you. Please reach out to me if you need anything. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you for Taurus season. Thanks, Capricorn.